Hello, and welcome to Mindfulness Monday, but this is community check-in version. I am a therapist as my profession. Some of you may not know this. And I do something called check-in time. It looks different every time, but I've been feeling pulled and called to just bring check-in to you. Now, some of you may wonder, why is it that this is not being done just by calling someone? But I want to bring it live because we're all going through something. We all have something that we can probably share that can help someone else. So again, I want to use this space to just do a community check-in. I want to check in with you. Now, I do have someone that will be joining me for our first community check-in shortly. And I want you to just stay tuned in. You can see what that may look like. If you would like to be checked in on, if you would like for somebody to just check in with you, holler at me. If you have somebody in your life that you've been noticing that may be struggling, they may not be struggling. They may feel like or seem like they have everything all together, but we just never know what's underneath the mask that we tend to wear sometimes. Send them my way. I want to check in with them. And again, each week may look differently. This is, excuse me. This is something that I like to continue to do, so I like to be held accountable to this as well, because I'm also the type of person that may seem to always have it all together. I always know what to say. I need to be checked in on as well. Now, this is not me asking for you to check in with me because I've checked in with myself today. However, everybody is not always okay. I've had moments. I've had a moment recently. I was not okay. I practice and I teach, breathe. I practice and I teach, everything is going to be okay. I teach and I practice, it always works itself out. However, I had a moment a few days ago where I literally kind of zoomed out of my life and looked down at it like, oh my goodness. Oh, that's something that you could be worried about. And zooming out of my life and kind of allowing myself to look at the bigger picture without taking it step by step, day by day, and breath by breath, it did create some anxiety in me. It did create a moment of panic. It did make me feel like, oh my God, I'm not good. But as I breathed and took my breath through those moments, it kind of reminded me, everything is going to be okay. Again, as I zoomed out of my life and took a peek into each area, into my relationship, into my home life, into all of these different buckets, I felt like, oh my God, everything is collapsing again. Everything is falling down. But that's why taking it moment by moment, that's why taking things breath by breath, that's why taking things step by step works magic. And I'm not just talking. Again, I'm always speaking from personal experience. I'm speaking from personal experience. So again, I had a moment of panic. But after I sat with myself, after I allowed myself to just feel how I was feeling, I realized, okay, it's going to be all right. And not just because it's going to be all right and that's something that, I'm telling myself, or because it's something that I'm just saying, but based on what I know to be true. I've been in this space before. So now I know how to move. Now I know what to do based on experience. So a lot of things that we may be feeling like we're going through, or a lot of things that we may be feeling like it's not working out well, if we just zoom out and reflect, you'll realize everything is always working itself out, okay? So again, welcome to Mindfulness Monday. I am waiting on my guest because again, I'm doing a community check-in. So if you're on here watching live, stay tuned in. Community check-in is something that I want to offer to everyone. We all need to be checked in on at one point or another. Most of us don't have people that's reaching out to us saying, hey, how you doing over there? Hey, how you really feeling? What's up with you? You said you was doing this thing, but I don't see you doing it. We don't have anybody that's holding us accountable. I'm going to create this space. So hold me accountable, y'all. If y'all have been rocking with me, if y'all are familiar with some of the things that I've been doing, hold me accountable to this. Check in with me if you see that I'm not posting every Monday. Check in with me. I want to be held accountable, okay? Let me see. How do I do this? Again, stay tuned in with me. I am doing a community check-in and I am waiting on my guests to join in live. so we can do this community check-in together. So stay tuned in with me. Stay tuned in with me. And if you're watching, if you are a person that's feeling like, I need to be checked in on, send me a request. I'll check in with you. I will check in with you. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stay with me. If you are not the person that wants to be checked in on, but again, you know someone that you've been noticing, they just going. I really wonder how they doing though. Send me their information and I will be sure to check in with them. Thank y'all for your patience with me. Thank y'all for your patience. Whew. But yeah, I don't just say everything is gonna be okay. Just breathe, be mindful, take a step at a time, a breath at a time, just to be talking. And I'm not mainly just talking to everybody else. I'm talking to me. I need this for me. It helps me. Okay. Again, welcome to Mindfulness Monday. I'm adding my guests. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to Mindfulness Monday.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, hello, everyone. This is my beautiful mother, Miss Shonda Millhouse. What is it that I always say to you? What do I always ask you?
Have you checked in with yourself?
How do I say it though? What you said? You said it. How I say it? How I sound?
Have you checked in with yourself?
And what is it that you feel like that means?
That means, have you taken care of what you need to take care of for yourself before you go trying to pour into someone else?
Okay. So welcome again to Mindfulness Monday. This is where I'm doing community check-in. Now, my mother doesn't know what I'm doing here. I just told her to join my live.
I showed.
Excuse me?
I said I showed don't.
Yeah, but this is new to everybody. But again, I wanted to do this live versus me just calling you, because I could have easily just called you or text you and said, hey, how you doing over there? How are you feeling? But a lot of people in the world...
You do anyway, but go ahead.
Yeah, I do. I try to, make sure that I do that when I'm calling you, especially before I just share what's going on. But a lot of times people don't have anybody checking in on them.
Right.
Most of us don't have anybody that's calling us and saying, how you really feeling over there? So I wanted to do it live so that people can see that you're not alone. Whatever you may be feeling or whatever it is that you may have that's going on in your life, you may not be alone in it. So as a community, I want to just hold that space for you right now, okay? So what that will look like is, I just want you to be yourself.
Okay.
I have a few questions. I have a few questions that I'm going to ask you. But mostly, we just going with the flow, all right? Now, as I mentioned before you got on here, this is something that I've done before in some of my therapy groups, but we're going to do it a little differently. So, how you feeling?
I'm scared. No, I'm good.
And you know what? I'm glad that you just answered it that way, because now I'm going to ask you that question again. But you cannot say fine, good, okay, straight, or I.
Dang, those are my words.
You understand? You understand? Those are a lot of our words. So again, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. What's that one of the words I can use?
Fine, good, okay, straight, and I. So without using any of those words, just think about it.
Okay.
How you really feeling?
I'm content.
You're content. Okay, what does that look like?
Right now, I'm relaxed. I'm winding down from the day.
Okay. Winding down from the day. How was your day?
I can't complain. My day was productive. I say that.
Okay. Good. Can you tell me something that you've done for yourself today?
Oh, let me see. What did I do for me today? Mm, I took me for a drive. I got out the house and I, took a long drive, to clear my mind. That relaxes me when I just get in my car and just, take a little drive.
Okay, I like car rides too, but did you do this like alone or did you have company?
Girl, I had company.
Okay. So just for the sake of this conversation, I'm just going to tell you like that doesn't really count for something that you've done for yourself. Because
Right.
sometimes when we're sharing space with other people, we're not just focused on us, we're sharing energy. So separate from your car ride, if you can just reflect on your day, being that you're winding down now. Like you first woke up, and I'm sure most of us, when we wake up, we hit the ground running. Our feet touch the floor. Or I don't know about you, but before I even touch the floor, my eyes open. My mind is like just. So when you opened your eyes and before you even got your day started, like how did you start your day?
I typically don't get up with plans.
Okay.
I pretty much just go with the flow of the day, depending on how I feel. That dictate what I'm going to do for the day and what mood I'm in.
Mm. So you don't create your mood. You go based on how you feel, and then that decides what you're gonna do.
Right.
Okay. So when you woke up this morning, how are you feeling? Like, what did you feel like? Okay, this is what I'm feeling like doing today.
How did I feel?
When you woke up this morning, I know you said you had a productive day. So when you woke up this morning, what is it that made you say, okay, I'm gonna be productive today? Like, what was that mood like that created that productivity?
because because actually I didn't do anything this weekend. So my plans were to get out of the house today and pretty much have a productive day. Get some things taken care of. So
Okay. So kind of like a relaxed weekend helped with the motivation to get out and do stuff today.
right.
Okay. So you did have company while you were driving on your self-care drive,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that you're relaxing and unwinding now, but what percent would you say that you're on, like based on a cup? 100 being full, 0 being I'm not really feeling, or just think of the battery percentage. What percentage are you?
Probably about 75.
75%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So why aren't you 60% though? You've been productive all day. Like, why are you not feeling a little lower than that?
Because I'm still kind of energetic. I still feel like there's some things that I can take care of here in the house
Mm-hmm.
that I've been uh, procrastinating on.
Okay. So you still feeling a little empowered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So who do you feel like you have in your life that checks in on you to really like see and ask you these types of questions? Like, how you feeling today? How'd your morning start? You have any people in your life?
My beautiful daughter, Miss True. Because one thing about it, whether you want to believe it or not, when I'm about to do something or if I'm thinking about something, your voice come to my head.
What to say?
have
Let me hear
you
what to say.
it says, have you checked in with yourself? Because being a mother, my kids always have come first. So I've kind of scaled back a little, but not all the way, and try to do some things for myself, even when it comes to shopping. If I'm out and about and I see something that I think I would like for you all, I said, no, let me do. I'm doing me today.
Mm. What does that make you feel like though? Being a mother.
When you're talking about not purchasing things and doing for myself,
When you're not
I feel good.
doing things for other people, but you're trying to do stuff for yourself.
It feels good.
Good.
I don't feel guilty because you all are grown now. But when you are with children, it was some little guilt there.
Yeah, that's why I asked that question because a lot of parents feel like they feel selfish when they're doing things for themselves and they have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know that you again feeling content, you're feeling a little relaxed, you've had a productive day, but you're feeling empowered. But what is it that you feel that you can do to help add just a little bit more percentage into your cup or a little bit more into your battery before getting into anything else? Like how can you check in with you? Like what are some things that you do to check in with yourself?
What I need to do is, before I tackle uh, this thing that I've been procrastinating against, I need to I need to probably take me a long hot bath, listen to me some soothing music, oil my body down and come down a little bit more and then get back up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to, like you said, check in with myself and, pour into myself first.
Now
Then,
don't just be telling me what you think sounds good now.
no, I'm for real, because like I said, when I think about doing things, your little voice is over here on my shoulder, in my ear, asking that
What
question.
to say again?
Have you checked in with yourself today?
Mm, that's important
Because,
though.
yeah, because typically I don't. I'm on the go for somebody else and not myself.
Where you get that from?
I guess just being a mother.
But you haven't always been a mother. You were a person before you had kids.
I don't remember that person. I don't remember who I was before I had children.
Mm.
Ain't that
So
something?
it's real. But now that your
Mm-hmm.
kids are grown, you can still not know who that person is sometimes because it's attached. Hello? You still here?
Your
Hello?
your phone is your phone is froze.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, but that's why I always ask you that because of that reason. Because a lot of times parents only are parents even when their kids are grown. And it's like, what you what have you done for you without the kids? Especially being that your kids all got their own separate lives and are grown now. So that's why I asked you, have you checked in with yourself? Because are your kids doing their own thing?
But I don't think you all realize, I don't care how old you are, how old your children are, you're going to always be a mother. You're going to always worry. I have a 41-year-old daughter. She didn't answer her phone today. I was worried.
Mm-hmm.
You all still have to call and say, Mama, I'm good. Mama, everything okay? No matter how old you are, you know?
So let me ask you this though. How long was it, or not even how long, because sometimes it may be a day or two before somebody gets back to
A
you.
day or two.
I'm saying
Girl,
it's been times that you've called your kids and they probably don't text back or reach back out until the next day, right? Or no?
what? That would I would literally have to drive to their house. If I don't hear from my kids within 2 days after me calling them, that's unacceptable.
Okay, well let me take it back and not say 2 days, but let's
Yeah,
just
take
say you
that
call.
back.
Okay, let me reel it back in. So let's just say you call her this morning, she answered the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You're immediately into worry mode,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what does
Mm-hmm.
that look like? What does worry mode look like because she didn't answer her phone? What did you do?
I still went on with my day, but it wasn't. My day would not have been as productive if I hadn't heard from her. You know?
I understand that, I do, but I think it's something like, and I'm not sure. I feel like you may have mentioned this before as well. You know, when we're worried about things, and I'm not telling you not to worry, and I can't say that I understand because I'm not a parent as of yet. But did that stress or worrying change the fact that you did not call, that you did not hear from her in the moment? Like did that fear or that anxiety that you felt change the fact that she didn't answer the phone?
No. But when she did,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, I'm
Bingo.
good. I'm good.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. So what if you took that same type of relaxation and exhale when you first didn't hear from her and put it at the front end instead of the back? It just would eliminate some worry, do you think?
Nope.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna respect that, and that's your business. That's your business. Because I do know parents, worry, and I do know parents think a lot when it comes like that. But let's just take the scenario out of it being your kid. Let's just say it's a bill, or it's a, um, let's just say it's a bill.
Okay.
You get stressed out. You get the mail in the mail. You get the mail. You get stressed out when you see it, right? You worried about it, right?
I don't worry about no bills, but I understand what you're saying.
All I'm asking is the fact that you create the worry.
Right.
It don't change the fact.
Right.
And like just looking back over your life, I know you mentioned you have a 41-year-old daughter, so that means you've had more than 41 years of life experience.
Damn.
You understand? So that means that you kind of have some experience on knowing that things do work themselves out. So that's just a tool or a tip that I'm offering. Again, not telling you what to do. I don't have kids yet. But you do say it. I mean, you do say it. I said it twice. You did say you have your beautiful daughter here that checks in on you. Is there anyone else that you would say that you have in your life that you can just exhale into the space and knowing I can call them, or they're gonna call me, and I know that I can just tell them how I'm doing.
You're asking me, is there anyone else I can call and tell them how I'm doing?
Is there anyone else that you can call and tell them how you're doing? Like somebody that holds that space for you. Like who do you have as your support system that can hold that space for you?
And let me say this. That's something I have to work on because I'm typically a person that don't call and share how I feel with people.
Okay.
Whether it be, family, I keep what I don't share. Those type
And
of
why is
things.
that? Why is that?
I don't know. It's just that I've always been that type of person. I keep how I'm feeling inside. I don't know exactly why. That's just how it's always been.
Yeah. What if I tell you that having someone or having people that you can just reach out to sometimes just to share how you feeling may help you to feel less worried or less stressed or less alone? Would you believe that, or you'll feel like, nah, I need to just keep my business to myself?
I have to keep my business to myself.
Well, this is different because right now you're telling me your business. You're telling me how you feeling. You're sharing with me how you process. So this is not you keeping your business to yourself.
That's different because I feel like that's the type of relationship that you and I have. Although you're my daughter, that's just you've always opened up, had a space for me to be able to, share how I feel without kind of rushing me through, getting to the point of what I'm talking about. You just always been a listener.
Yeah, that's important. So what else do you feel like you're needing? Like, what do you need right now?
The money.
You need what?
Give me some money.
What you need?
Let you get your connection to her. Your phone will break up on that part. You heard me.
Now,
That must be a sign.
what kind of sign?
I don't. That's a sign, because you mean to tell me I start talking about money and it breaks up? You know how? You know what I interpret that as?
What?
Don't worry, everything is already taken care of. Everything is going to be okay.
You understand?
Yes.
You understand?
Because every time I've ever thought about, something that I wanted to do or something that I needed, it always worked itself out.
That's all I'm trying to tell you here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to tell you here.
So
and it's okay.
That wasn't a mistake. That interruption, that wasn't a mistake.
I don't believe in accidents or coincidence. I don't.
Uh-huh.
I don't, because I asked you that question, what do you need? And you said you needed some money. It's just a sign to let you know you already got it, baby. It's already
Exactly.
If that ain't something you need, you already
yes.
Okay, so what do you feel like? What do you feel like the world needs that will help us to kind of understand that same knowing that everything is going to be all right?
What does the world need?
What do we need?
The world needs more love and compassion for each other. We need more compassion. Us as Black people, we need more love and compassion, because it seems like, if, for instance, if you were to ask everyone on your friends list for $1, they wouldn't give it to you because they feel like you have one more dollar more. You have more. How can I word this? You have a little bit more than them based on that dollar. And I don't really know how to explain it, but I just feel like if we had more love and compassion for each other, everybody could win.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of worrying about what the next person has, why not help them get to that next level? Because I found for myself, when you give freely to someone, God blesses you more.
Right, right. But and it kind of goes back to, even while we're on this live right now, it's about being checked in on and checking in with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because my interpretation of what you're saying too is, even like you said, love and compassion. Sometimes we're trying to give things to people and people don't have the space for it. The only way that I feel like that can be most effective is just by giving it to yourself and then showing up as your best self to the next person. And then that kind of will help it be a trickle effect. So even when it comes to the money thing, if people are not in the mindset to understand, hey, I'm gonna give you $1, or hey, it's your turn now, they're not gonna understand. So focusing and taking that focus and love and compassion back or inward to self will have that trickle effect when it comes to the people that you're encountering.
Right.
But we can start with them and then expect for them to understand what we're doing. We got to start with self and then let self help. You see what I'm saying? Like be the change that we wish that we could create.
Right.
Yeah. One more question. Well, two more questions actually. And again, if you are watching this live, welcome to Mindfulness Monday. This is our community check-in. I am checking in with my beautiful mother here, just seeing how she really feeling. And not just telling me that she good. You understand? So how you really feeling? If you're on here and you are needing to be checked in on, holler at me. Comment, check in on me, DM me, let me know you want to be checked in on, or if you got somebody in your life that you know really don't ever tell you how they really feeling, send them my way and I'll talk to them. Let me check in on them. So what advice can you just offer to just let everybody know something that you know based on your own personal experience, just some wisdom, words of wisdom?
I would say this: never worry about something that you don't have any control over. And I take I take my own advice sometimes because I typically worry about something that I don't have any control over, and then before I know it, it's already taken care of.
Understand me? Do you understand?
So whatever you're going through in life, do not worry about it because God has already taken care of it.
Amen. I receive that. I receive that, and that's a part of my practice that helps me through so much.
Mm-hmm.
Worrying about it or stressing never changes.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. Now I'm just stressed out. And then at the end of it, when it works itself out, you look back like, I was worried, had a headache, couldn't sleep for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I received that. I appreciate you for sharing that. Now give me two people that you feel like I should check in on. And I'll reach out to them and see if I can provide them with a check-in, if they're open.
Okay. I want you to check in on my chocolate bunny, Nikki. You said two people.
Just give me two people just in case the first person may not want to be checked in on. So I'm going to respect people's space, but I would like to offer a check-in. It doesn't have to be family. It can just be somebody who's been on your page or somebody who you've noticed. Like somebody whose name is just sitting at the top of your mind. So don't think too hard.
I have a Facebook friend. I can't recall her name.
Okay.
But she lost a son a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like for you to check in on her.
Okay, so you can send me her Facebook page in my inbox if you'd like after we're done with this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions for me? Any suggestions that you feel like will help this space be, more cultivated and just, I think you get my drift of what it is that I'm hoping to do here. Because again, this is something I want to be held accountable to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not always okay. I'm just going to say that.
We here.
I'm not always okay. However, I got some tools. I know how to manage myself. Like I know how to manage. So because I know how to manage and because my cup is mainly or mostly in a space where I can overshare or overpour, I want to create this space where I can check in on people because I have the space.
Mm-hmm.
So Mondays are the days that I'm holding space to do something like this because I got it and I can. Mm-hmm. So I want to be held accountable to this. Okay. Right. So if you see me don't go live, if you see me not doing it, check in on me and make sure, check in. Make sure I'm good. All right. So I will check in with Nikki and I will reach out to your Facebook friends to see if they're open just for me to check in on. Mm-hmm. Again, any questions, feedback to me?
I would like to say, I think that this is a wonderful idea because it's not often that you have someone that checks in on you. Being that I'm considered the strong one, no one checks in with the strong one.
You understand me?
No one thinks that the strong one needs to be checked in on. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate, you for starting this community outreach, to check in on people that may seem like they got it all going on and they don't need for someone to ask them, how you doing? Instead of calling someone and just talking, the first thing you should say is, hi, how are you? How you doing?
And what I've started asking people too is, before I even share, you got some space? You got some room for me?
Yeah.
You understand? Because it may feel, it can feel heavy.
Yes.
Especially depending on where you at. And if you have not checked in on yourself for that day, and you allowing somebody to just tell you everything they got going on, you ain't really got it. And it's going to take your 75%. And by the time you get off that phone, you're going to be down to 20. You understand? So that's why I always ask you, Mama, how are you? Do you have the space to even be taking care of kids or taking care of your kids or your grandkids? And it's not to say that you shouldn't do those things because you have kids, but if you ain't got the space, you're really doing them a disservice. Because
and let me just say this, girl. Let me just say this. It seems like, and I'm sure if there are any mothers on here, they can contest to what I'm saying. Being a mother is like you always have space. You know, no matter what you're going through, whatever's on your mind or whatever, you forget about all of those. Listen to what your kids got going on, help them with situations, encourage them, motivate them. I think that's just how it is being a mother. You always got that space to listen and be there.
I understand that. I understand that. And I'm not telling any mothers or parents, I'm not saying at all, don't you answer that phone for your kid. Go do something for yourself first. I'm not telling you that at all. All I'm saying is just imagine if you took the time to pour in as you poured out. Like it's pouring in and then out, but not just pouring out. How you putting it back in? How you refilling yourself?
Right.
It's a balance to it. That's all that I'm saying. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say I ain't got the space. It's okay to not answer the phone and send a text message or not. Those things are okay if they are to help you to stay where your cup is able to be maintained and not just feeling like depleted. That's okay. Go ahead, sweetie.
And that's something that I'm going to learn. I started learning because it's so quick for people to tell me no. So I have to get to that place too where I'm okay with saying no. And it's not like a tit for tat, but it's like if somebody called me and they need something, I literally get out of my bed and I go do it. So I'm going to have to start getting to that place where I feel like it's okay to say no.
Yeah, because guess what happens whenever you do say no? And this is something I've recently gotten into this space in the last several years because I've always been available as well. But what you realize is once you're not able to do it, they're going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything always works itself out.
Right.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for allowing me to check in with you and being open and honest. So I know you say you appreciate the space that's being created here. So anybody that is wanting to be checked in on, you do kind of have to be open.
Right.
You have to be open to allow somebody to check in with you. Because we may ask somebody how you feeling, but guess what we always say? I'm good. I'm straight. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm okay. Those are surface level answers.
Right.
So I'm trying to beneath all of that stuff. So you can't tell me those answers. Those are not accepted here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, thank you so much for tuning into Mindfulness Monday Community Check-In Edition. I'm about to go check in with myself. Now, you told me you was going to take you a nice bath, nice hot bath.
Yes.
I'm going to call you to check in on your check-in, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, baby.
Love you.
Toodles. Love you.
All right.